Set number one will be between the Ninja Warriors and low elo legend Goblin Wizards. What names we have today, folks? We will have the map for the Goblin Wizards will be Mott and Bailey. They banned Water Arena, and Ninja Warriors have selected lanes banning offshore deposits. Civilizations here for both Gujaras, Saracens, Ethiopians, Franks, Magyars, Berbers, Vietnamese, Lithuanians for the Goblin Wizards. They banned Mongols. The Ninja Warriors will have Mayans, Kumans, Khmer, Japanese, Malians, Hindustanis, Tatars, Sicilians, and they will ban Britons. Should be a lot of fun. Had some trouble getting these games from these guys, but all should be good to go here. Gonna load into Capture Age real quick, and then we'll be good to go. Hope everyone's enjoying. Big thank you, by the way. I didn't even realize it, but we surpassed the 400 follow mark, so do appreciate it, guys. Do appreciate it. Game number one here we go. It is underway. Ninja Warriors going to be here. Lux in the red with the Japanese Civ, and then we have Batty Cool.
Yes.
Battery Cool. Not 100% sure. We have some chats. Ooh. Mr. Juicy, how you doing? Good, good. Jokes about your mate are appreciated. Interesting. So, we have permission to joke about his mate. Don't know how we're going to go with that one. But the Goblin Wizards will have Barkas here with the Franks. And then we'll have our green player, Goblin Wizard Bolton, here. So, this is good, good, good. The streamer commercials are so cringe. Yeah, I understand. I feel ya. Ronald Range, I wish I could help you there, but I don't actually run ads. It's just the pre-roll crap. So, sorry, my friend. Oh, it's not me. That's not me. I have not ran an ad in I don't know how long. It's just not worth it for me. I don't have a large enough audience for me to really make money. Oh, the streamers in the commercials. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Elephants coming in. Back to the game here. Should be expected. Should see some hunt being pushed here as well. Ninja Warriors are the higher seed here. And then the LEL Goblin Wizards here. All just stating that they're low elo legends. That's all. I haven't seen any of these guys play. I haven't seen anyone in this tournament play up until the bracket started, except for Sam and Manta and Lord Savage, I think. So, should be interesting. See how things go here. It's going to be a fun one. The matchup is kind of interesting. I'm almost expecting some sort of man-at-arms play from our Japanese player, which I would love to see, actually. Would be very entertaining. These villas decided to sit in the foundation. Gotta love that problem. But yeah, Japanese and Khmer on the Ninja Warrior side, and then Franks, Ethiopians here for the Goblin Wizards. Interesting. We'll see how things work out here, but nonetheless, should be a lot of fun. This fill is going forward. We're going to try to lame over here. Or are we coming out for a mill? Okay, coming out for a mill. I can get behind the mill. Well, the laming is fine too, but it's a little late for that. Really adequately pushing in the deer over here is Batty Cool. He really wants to get in this extra resources. Honestly, with Khmer and the lack of requiring buildings, he could go for some crazy fast castle play. I think if you idle to your TC a little bit, could be even crazier, but we'll see if he does that. Everyone chilling at home. This is an interesting wood line for Goblin Wizard Bolton. I fear he does not know the map well. This is closer. Maybe this is the safe option, I guess. This is a safe option? Hard to say. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. But we'll see. Blue also moved out quite forward towards his opponent, which is very interesting. Pop capped at 20 here. Loom on its way. Feudal Age right behind that one. I need to build a house, but is going to be up at a 19 pop. We'll see what he's got going on as far as food is concerned. He has gone to wood a bit heavier here, so maybe just going to go right into that stable play. Villager is not working for Lux here. I think he's trying to go down, or go up, and he's just dropping off here. Scout loses some HP for the Grand Wizard, and same situation. Nothing too crazy. On this side, it is going to be a barracks coming up. Let's check. Did he get the gold? Did not. So maybe it's not a man-at-arms play. He's going to gold, so probably just straight into archers. Japanese, an interesting civ here. Not a civ that we've seen a whole lot on this map, to be honest. Scouts have been very active for both sides here, so a lot of the herdables have been collected. Lux gonna move on to a second patch of deer here, leaving this mill behind. That is another bonus here, though. Cheaper mills, lumber camps, mining camps, always nice. Oh, it is gonna be man-at-arms play. He just went out to the gold later than I had anticipated. And these are gonna be a little bit interestingly timed. We'll see here. First up, though, and dropping that stable right away. Batty cool. Can't argue with that one. Bark is also up as well. Ronald Rage's build order. I mean, this is a very nice build order here. Looking very good, actually. I like this. This is not a bad build order. I just felt it was awkwardly timed. And yeah, see, it's only going to be 2 man-at-arms. He went up too early. He needed to just wait. But I think it'll be okay. Should be able to cause some damage. Ooh, and this Vil is actually going to be caught out here all by its lonesome, so he won't be able to kill it, I don't believe. Yeah, he'll have to do some dancing around. He might get it. He should stick in there and just deal with it, I think. He's going to chase after it. 2 hits required. Gets the kill. Run with the scout. That's beautifully done. And now the men-at-arms are on their way forward. We have scouts here. There's some spears and a defensive scout out here, though. Upgrades are forging. Interesting. Went for the attack first. He has the eco upgrades, which is nice. Men-at-arms arrive, though, and these Vils will be forced to run. Oh, there are 3 of them. What is happening with this capture age lately? I feel like I missed this yesterday, too, where there's multiple units here. Interesting. Men-at-arms into archers, no doubt here. On this side, these units did get a kill. It was a military unit, so economically, this has been pretty safe. I like the walls. I approve of this sort of walling on this map. Except, you know, there's clearly a hole here, folks. See if that comes back to bite him. Man-at-arms doing damage on this side. Capture age is amazing when you pay for it, Ronald Rage. You have to pay for it to get the statistics, though, which is a little bit awkward, but it is acceptable. It's relatively well priced for all the information that we get here. ILTC time looking a little bit rougher for Barkus and the Goblin Wizard. Scout numbers are by and far looking fairly large here, and honestly, if the scouts try to come in, they're gonna find a hole in the wood line. He's gonna run by the TC. This works too. Now we have the massive attempt to wall up here. Interestingly, the economy seems quite light, other than wood and farms, though. Not on gold, going into scouts. The man-at-arms here, walking away here. So we had a little bit of a pause, no big deal. Garrison that town center. This is a great engagement here for Barcus, as he's going to actually take the HP lead now, which is quite nice. Should be able to win this fight, but he keeps running. He keeps running. This is not something you want to do. This works though. This kind of running works, but what he was doing originally, not the greatest. Walls are up over here. I don't see any holes. Going to instantly go for a tower on the gold, which is going to be massively important here. Scouts do get cleaned up. We do have +1 defense now, and we have foraging on these as well. Archers clean up a spearman. So the gold tower will go up. The second range will be up as well. And we will see padded archer armor on its way in. Scouts continue to come forward. This is where the problems can still ensue. There's still a hole. Oh, he did just run by the TC last time, and it looks like he might do the same here. Bloodlines even coming in. Very heavy investment into this HG. Scouts will be fully upgraded here. And, you know, a decent defense over here for the Grand Wizard Bolton as well. We'll be a-okay with everything going on here. Scouts, I don't know where the scouts went for blue. Alright, they're still at home. Market on its way up here. I'm going to switch back to the economics side of things here. Looking very off-centered, and yeah, he's going to drop some more farms now. So, he is going to be lacking all of the upgrades, which is a big problem. These scouts are now going to head across the map. I'm going to send the archers and man-at-arms over here. Red pinged this side. Maybe to tell him he's open, go hit the wood line. Or maybe they're just going to meet up here, and Barcus will be in some trouble. Back at home, economy's looking swimmingly over here. No issues. These scouts have no upgrades. +1 defense about to come in. Spear goes down. Those archers need to be over here for Grand Bolton, which is going to be on its way, but the military numbers are double right now for the Ninja Warriors. Top line in this scoreboard, if you guys aren't aware. These archers, these scouts, are going to be a huge problem for the Goblin Wizards. Castle Age is actually on its way for Party Cool as well behind this, so we're going to be sitting with quite a few scouts. Could even go into Light Cav here, would be fine. These feel so exposed in the middle of the map, but they're just putting on so much pressure. It doesn't matter. Castle Age on the way for both of them, and Grand Wizard and Barcus are not sitting in a good spot. Focus will now divert to the archer player. There's so many exposed vills. Scouts could be a-okay. Do a lot of damage here. Blue sent a few more scouts forward. He's just going to bring him back. Castle Age is about to be in, though. This tower might just get taken out. We're doing the I will dodge your arrow trick over here. Run it back and forth myself. Archers are in, though. So are the scouts. Goblin Wizard Bolton here in a world of trouble. And the Lumberjacks will run. They will walk into some vills. Just passing, I guess. Still a lot of military here. And it looks like at least one vill will go down. It's actually not bad, it's only one, but the pressures here. The Castle Age timing is coming in. Barcus is on his way, but will the Goblin Wizards be able to recover from this is the question. That was quite good for them, actually, all these coming underneath the town center. These guys have 12 kills, 2 economic, the rest military, which is quite impressive. Crossbow, Botkin, +2 defense, and heavy plow on the way. We also see some knights in the production queue. And Goblin is going to try to rebalance his eco, it looks like, and he's going to need to. Second and third town center number 2, so it's going to be quite a few TCs coming up over here. Castle Age only 60% of the way for Marcus. And yet to be clicked on this side. Scouts are still here. They are upgraded scouts, quite heavily upgraded scouts at this point, and this spells more and more trouble here. Economically, it's very close, 90 villas to 89, but there's been quite a few of them idle for the Goblin Wizards here. Crossbows are forward, however. And they're just going to try to attack these walls. Forward, Siege Workshop. Knights. All the focus is on the Goblin Wizard over here. Barkus needs to get the stable production flowing. Does have a +1/+1. But he's about to have a ton of crossbows in his base. Knights running in on the back end of this as well. Barkus is not here, not able to help. Military numbers 39 to 6 right now. Goblin Wizards are getting torn apart at this point in this game. Blue will show up just in time for the GG. And game 1 goes to the Ninja Warriors. Just like that, guys. Was looking okay until those Castle Age times came in. And it's really helpful for the Chimera player to not really need to build anything building-wise. Really great civ. That farming economy, I'm sure, looks very good. Here, let's take a look at the farm totals. Look at this. This is insane. 7,800 food. 5,600, the closest to them there. GG's to the Ninja Warriors and the Goblin Wizards. We're going to shift scenes back to the civ drafts here. And then we'll take a look at what map is coming up next. We had Franks and Ethiopians going down here to Japanese and Khmer. We will be moving on to Mott & Bailey. Goblin Wizards have chosen Mott & Bailey as their home map. So give me a quick second here. We will dive into game number 2. Mott and Bailey, here we come. Game number 2, guys. We are here. Adapting the build order is so important at the beginning of this one. Gujara's popular civilization choice on this map, it seems. Never a bad choice. Either you start with a mill and berry bushes, and your teammate can always send them over. And looks like we might see a few of them head in that general direction. Saracens, Gujaras, up against what will be Cumans and Malians. So we've seen all these civs so far this bracket except for Malians on this map. Going to be interesting to see how that works out for each team. Trade workshops, they make a beautiful sound, but really don't do anything else at this point. So just have to wait and see what happens here. Our Gujaras player getting that in. Just take a look at this food. It will slowly continue to tick. And it will continue that way for quite some time. game number 2 Gujaras and Saracens. I'd be pretty happy with my choices in this map for these civs. I think they're great choices. Same on the other side though, Malians could be very devastating. Just depends on what we see from them and when. Timing is going to be very important for everything. And then Kumans can boom if they so choose. Just have to wait and see what happens here. Lots of available resources to start with. Obviously, you start with all of your goats really close nearby and not really all that lameable. So that's always a nice bonus. Lot of Chinese civ picks on this map, I feel. 8, and here comes numbers 9 and 10 for the goats. Getting all the food income from hunt and berries, and then those herdables just ticking away ever so slowly here. We'll have to wait and see how things progress in this one. It's an interesting choice of civs, obviously. Saracens can eat through these walls, no question. Yes. They could also abuse the market, which is quite good. Looks like we have a little bit of pause and whatnot. May have been experiencing some lag, potentially, which is not a big deal. They've worked it out and made it go just fine. Malians, probably an interesting pick here that I probably wouldn't have chose myself, but curious to see what they can do with it. Should be fun to watch. I mean, Malians are a good civ. I like them a lot, but on this map, I don't know what they really provide as far as a bonus that, or like a specific strategy. I mean, yes, they will have the Malian swords that have resistance to pierce armor, but are you really going militia line here? We have seen it work in recent memory. Actually, in an upload to YouTube that I just made today was one of the sets that we saw some longsword play. If you guys are interested in that, it is the most recent upload on my YouTube channel. Exclamation point YouTube for those who may not be subscribed or want to check it out. Well, Feudal Age is coming very quickly for both. The Kuman player makes sense to try to boom. We do see militia coming in. So, going to be some sort of man-at-arms play. Not going to be towers unless he switches over here. So, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Scout is out here as well. Maybe he's looking for his opponent's scout. It is in the neighborhood. Kuman TC, where do you drop it here? Either here. I think there. I really do. It's only gold and woodline, but we shall see. It'll be very interesting to see where he places it. Gujar's food still taken away, almost enough for the castle age here. Surprised he has not clicked up. Maybe they are attempting some sort of a fast castle. Yeah, and there is that town center that I was hoping for. It's in a beautiful location on a wood line. Secures this area for himself a little bit. And if he gets attacked on the other side, he can deal with this. On the other side, we have... Ooh, it's going to be 4 militia. Soon to be man-at-arms. He will get the last of the gold, I'm sure. And send those bad boys forward. And we'll add the blacksmith as well. So, we'll see what occurs here. He's to put on a lot of pressure. Try to keep things going well for his team. Man-at-arms upgrade will make these walls melt like crazy. And we do see the barracks coming up for our Saracen player, who is on his way up. But with a minute, he's going to have a hard time securing his base. And there is a tower. So we are going to see a tower. Where is the Vil? Is he hiding here? Nope. I don't know where this Vil is coming from. But he has placed the tower. He's going to back up and drop a house. Not a bad idea. Again, no villager coming forward. I guess maybe he's gonna think about it. I don't know. Feels weird he even placed it. Scout for Bartycool here, and Bartycool just booming. It's already got the villager advantage, albeit it's just one right now. Tower probably will never go up. Camel Scout for our Gujaras player is on his way over to help. There comes the villager, so maybe he will tower. I honestly think towering somewhere else that's not here might be the better play. But this house is very close to just falling here. Archery range does come down in this area. We do have the defense upgrade coming in here, so scale mail armor in for the infantry line for our Malian player. This tower was scouted, has not been deleted, will be quick walled in. Altogether, he was able to keep the enemy out here. Castle Age on its way for Barcus as well, so I like it. All that food income, beautiful. No military buildings, so we'll see what he goes for here. The counter tower will come down, and I don't hate it. It is on the golds as well, so that is quite helpful. Grand Wizard Bolton. Gonna be very happy to see this happen here now. Does not have the range for that. This ville will go down though, and then the pressure will head to the north. Archers still not in production yet. Just gonna drop houses behind here. Things are going very slow here. And this one, Castle Age on its way for Barcus and for Grand Bolton Wizard. See what occurs from this. He's gonna defend with archers. He did force a tower. Which is always nice. Castle Age on its way. Are already in for Barcus, who will add a few stables. Get them on the gold shaft mining upgrade as well. All in all, things are looking pretty good here for both teams. Ninja Warriors have the advantage because of the economic advantage Kumans provide. Villager count is quite high for them. Ooh, that archer caught out of place here. Castle Age is in though. Will be in shortly, so we'll see what we have going into the next age. Probably just crossbowmen by the look of it. Repair it, gonna bring over a few archers to help deal with this one. And then we have some camels going across the map for Barcus as he looks to do some damage to the Kuman player before the Kuman player actually gets to the Castle Age, which could be a very important timing window to attack, really. Blacksmith coming up finally here. I was wondering where the upgrades were for these. Non-existent is where they are right now. This gate going down rather quickly, but we do have a second ville being pulled, so this should keep these units out. Oh, this is a 1 TC play though. Interesting. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Man-at-Arms will finally get in. These are Malian Man-at-Arms, so going infantry, or going archers, not necessarily the best option. Crossbow on its way. Fletching just now completing as well, so these were not even doing the optimal amount of damage. Crossbows, though, are here. They do have fletching, at least now. He is going to clean up them, probably all of them, and yeah, Barcus sending over some camels just to assist in this as well. Our Kuman player on the way to Castle Age, getting a lot of upgrades right now. One TC play and 1 TC play against 2 town centers and a 1 TC play. Interesting. Well, Lux isn't up yet either, so... Wow, Lux is not up. He did invest a lot, though. Camels, camels, camels. Oh, so many camels on the map. I like the camels. Would like it better if the crossbows were here and they were in a bit more numbers. Well, I think the trick is to do it in imp. Kind of like how you eagle switch with eagle civs. You usually don't open eagles. Try to save those as a bit of a surprise. And a late game, when are they coming situation. You know what I mean? Supplies, let's go. What is it with this map and supplies? It's all in Malian Swords line, though. Some camels out here. There's a hole. Is there not a hole? Tell me there's a hole or not a hole. It's like there is not a hole, but this is actually something that they can get through. Will go down very quickly if the archers pay attention in the right spots as well. Yellow is just going to distract, so I think you just take it out until you can't hit on it anymore. Crossbows left. Will this go down in time? It does, and Barcus is in. Step Lancers even being added to the list here. Another town center going to be going up. This is going to be the problem. The Step Lancers coming in is actually huge. And that town center is going to be taking a minute to get up here. I think it will go up though, and this is actually not a terrible situation for Bartycool, as he is going to be able to take specific fights when and where he wants to, the way they ran in there. Even if he loses everything, it still isn't going to be all that bad. Town centers throughout, and oh, he's attacking the barracks. Oh, some unnecessary casualties there on that one. And all eyes are focused on this side except for red. What is red doing? Longswords are coming in actually, so longswords not going to do terribly against the camels realistically. It's not the end of the world. Fletching coming in for our Kuman player? Probably just a town center fire. Long swords are a-coming. This is going to be start to be a big problem. These production buildings is what they should be focusing right now, I think. I know they're behind an eco, so they're going to try to focus a few other things here. The Malian longswords showing up in good number. Continuing to trickle across the map here. Big fight. Looking fairly close. Those longswords are doing a ton of damage, though. Honestly, the Malians are the reason that fight was won. Right there. It's actually quite huge, too. Cleaning it up. They have the economic advantage by 24 right now. And they have the military advantage as well. And these archers are just casually gonna stroll in, looks like. That's not gonna go so well for them. There's a lot of Malian longswords here. And with Malian longswords on the menu, they're relatively cheap. Can be spammed for a very long time, and they're gonna do a lot of damage here. This is getting pushed way back here. At least that town center was added behind this for the Goblin Wizard Bolton. And a second town center now coming out for Barcus. They are not all that far behind with the villager count, but They are going, or the military count, sorry. But they are going to be dealing with a rough position here, I think. These Malian longswords, 20 plus of them on your screen right now. 27 of them. Cleaning up some more camels. Think you just dive with the longswords here. I really do. I think you could use purchasing that last upgrade, but I think you just dive here. Oh, he's gonna. I thought he was gonna leave it open. This will melt though. These long swords will melt this, no question. And I don't even know if those houses will be in time. They will not be in time. Long swords are in. Crossbows just had to sit back and run. The army value is a little bit hard to tell right now. I think that the crossbow army is actually a little bit higher in value. It's really close, actually. Have to wait and see what happens. Obviously, they're not going to dive on this just yet. You know, let those economies get where they need to. Really, the problem with the Malian player right now is just the simple lack of economy behind this. I've not been able to keep it working the entire time, I don't believe. Everyone else that has less idle time here. Actually, Lex has good idle time, but everyone else has multiple TCs, I guess, is the difference. Another big fight in the mid here. Those long swords tanking a lot of damage. It's impressive what a long sword for Malians can withstand. Just look at these camels melt. They're going to turn and run here. The Malian longswords. I think you should just try to send them in somewhere. It's a good castle from Battlegrounds. Lots of farming eco going up. Battlegrounds has some knights in production. Camels will be forced to come back probably though, as the Malian longswords are going to be a big problem to him moving out too far. If he moves out too far, these are inevitably going to get in. And honestly, they could probably break through this gate and be in while this army is chasing them and trying to kill a smaller portion of the army. But yeah, this is melting. They're going to be in. See what they can do. See what they can do. I'm going to dive town center. I've seen this a few times. Arson just now coming in. This town center. With all the military coming back, I don't think this will do a whole lot. But it is idling a lot of villagers here at least. This is a relatively cheap military force. As we have the knights arriving from Battlegrounds here. Going to do a good job keeping the military numbers in check over here for the Goblin Wizards. A lot of crossbows have gone down here. A huge engagement. The blacksmith might even fall here with all these distractions going on, and then it would have some more long swords in the mix potentially. Castle is up. We're going to see knight spam. Our Kuman player now. Which actually puts Barkus and Goblin Wizard in a fine position. They are actually not ahead economically, but they are both able to contribute quite a bit. If these longswords get wiped up here, it could be a different game altogether. There are a lot of them, though. Imperial Age for Battlegrounds coming in as well. It's a lot of stables coming down. A lot of stables. Oh, there's a lot of long swords here as well. Holy crap. 41 of them. All they have to do is break in, get in, do some damage. I think our Gujaras player is forced to go camels right now. And I think he wants to go something else. Would make sense. And now the Knight switch. It makes sense for the late game because you can't upgrade the camels with them. But it still sucks. These houses are nearly complete. What a shame. Here come the long swords to try to help deal with this. There's the Imperial Age though, and the text will be important. The plate armor, or plate barding armor on its way. Castle Age now for Barcus as well though. Goblin selling a lot at the market, so maybe expect him to be up soon as well. And Barcus taking some really good exchanges here for the time being, but that last armor upgrade and Cavalier will be in before long, and then this will be a different game quickly. Longswords might dive though. Longswords might dive though. And if that happens, does Barcus come back or does he stay put? It's the important question we need to answer here. Maybe if he doesn't have to go into the... No, he's going to have to, I think. He's going to have to wait for the upgrades. He's going to have to dive on this. Longswords are actually in. There's a hole here. And there are vills. That's a lot of crossbow. 44 crossbows, but... he can just turn and run if he wants to. He's already done the damage. Upgrades are in. He's just waiting for numbers, it looks like. Castles and town centers are going to be important in this one. Let's wait and see what we have. Just the one castle here. I would have liked it on this hill personally, but nonetheless, it does save him and his economy if he has to go back into that general direction. Paladin has been selected, so in 2.5 minutes we will have 30 plus Paladin, and then I think there's no way they're stopping this. Lux has a ton of longswords. He has 65, 66 of them. If he can catch the army out even one time, or if he can hit the eco even one time, it's massive. Cavalier, not even Paladin yet, and these guys are running back already. Oof. No hitting and running here, so he's desperately trying to get away from this. And oh, the Cavalier are here too. 34 seconds and we'll see Paladin. But even the longsword's going up in some of these camels is a huge plus. Paladin's going to come in too. And then this fight is going to be over. Arbalest came in, but Bracer just now finishing. And then Chemistry will finish. And there's not going to be anything left. There's not going to be anything left on these Arbalests. That wiped up the entirety of that army there. Just massive. Heavy Camel's in now as well. All these upgrades. The fight was before all the upgrades. Feels so bad. Stopped running with them. Light Cav switch is coming in, but I mean, I think these longswords are in a massive enough number they can just start diving town centers. And they're gonna go after Barcus now because they're here. And I agree, why not? You just killed both armies. Keep the foot on the gas. Look at these production lines coming forward here. Only 20 arbs and 9 heavy camels here. These vills will die. And yeah, they know it. They know it. The GG comes in here. Step Husbandry even coming out to just produce spam the light cav. Ninja Warriors take this set 2-0. GG's. Congratulations go to the Ninja Warriors. They will advance here on to the next round, which is going to be good for them. Thanks again to the Goblin Wizards for playing in the tournament. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you guys around the Discord playing some games perhaps here very soon. My oh my. One set down, guys. We are going to do another set, but first, before we go and do that, we have to update the bracket, folks. If you wish to avoid spoilers, now would be the time to look elsewhere. You were warned. Bracket is here. Spoilers for everyone who hasn't seen them all. Ninja Warriors going to take that set. We have another set to cast this evening, which will be Taco, however you pronounce this, and Frog Beans. And then Vividarks and Don't Get Housed are playing tomorrow, I've been told. So, GG's to everyone. Good luck next, and let's go into the next set of the night, shall we?